Hello and a very pleasant welcome. Today we have a lot to cover. And as you can see, our background, St. Mary's Church, and a, a lot of Newcastle connections that we have to go over as we talk about Padre Pia. Now, a saint in the Catholic Church. And, we'll start at St. Mary's. A lot of the folks of Italian descent came to this country. They were Catholic, and the building, St. Mary's Parish, had, of course, the top floor of a church. But even up through the 60s, there was the bottom floor that they used to hold Mass in. Now, very interesting about that, as it became a very, very crowded place. So, the Italians ended up getting put at a place called St. Vitus, St. Vito. And important to note that a lot of the folks of Italian descent in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, were from a place called Bialatina. Now, Bialatina is in the southwestern, hugging the coast part of Italy, around Naples. But there was also other Italian immigrants. And why they came from, and a lot of southern Italy, as it was really a time when a lot of these folks migrated to a town like Newcastle, where there was quite a bit of work. And the work was in stone, masonry, carpentry, and in farming. And it was one of those things where just spectacular time to be in one of the fastest growing cities in, not just in Lawrence County, but in and around western Pennsylvania. So with that, a gentleman migrated to Newcastle, and this gentleman was the father of Padre Pia. Now, his reason for coming here, and I'm going to show you a picture in a second, and there you go. Padre Pia's father, he wanted to get his son a great education, and that education came from the church. Now, Padre Pia also had a mother, and there is Padre Pia's mother and father, both of which, the father came to this country as the mother was busy tending to her children. Now, so Padre Pia's dad, when he got to Newcastle, his name was Grazio, Grazio. But he was also known as Orazio, Orazio, and called Zita Orazio by his neighbors in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, as a farm laborer. Now, this gentleman, and we're going to talk about Padre Pio in a second, was born Grazio Mario Orzio. He was born in 1860. He passed away in 1946. And yeah, a lot of people, and you might know this, when I was teaching Italian, the Italian language now has been combined. But before the Second World War, Italy wasn't really a united place. So there were different dialects. So you're going to hear me say he came from the Kingdom of Naples. Now, if you recall, I told you that a lot of the people here were from Baia Latina, which was in and around that area. He was the son of Michele Forgoni, and who that person was born in 1819. But nevertheless, in 1816, Padre Pio's dad was born. Okay, he migrated to the United States in search of work to pay for private tutoring for his son, so that he might meet the academic requirements. And yeah, I said requirements, to enter the Capuchin order. And it was in this period that Francisco received the sacrament of confirmation back in September 27th, 1899. Together, his wife, Maria Giuseppe Bappe, and I'm going to, as I kind of get this lined up so you could see her picture again, she and her husband had this son, Padre Pio. Orzi fathered Michele and two other children. Okay. And then they migrated. Well, it was him that migrated here and lived in and around the Mahoning Town area. Now, if we talk about Padre Pio, he was canonized by John Paul II, June 16th, 2002. And it's time that we look at kind of the star of the show, and that being Padre Pio. So let's take a look at who he was, and that very person that in these coming days here you're going to hear a lot about. And then I'm going to tell you about March 9th. Okay, so hang in there with me as we discuss it. Here, a picture of, if it comes up, let's try this. Here, a picture of Padre Pio. I apologize for that. Now, he is the person that, if you've been watching Newswatch, there's going to be a special event coming up. We're going to tell you about that at the end of this segment. But Padre Pio of Petra Siena, and I messed that up. Born of Francesco, and their last name Forgione. Now, that area in Italy was in the southern part. Padre Pio, widely known, was an Italian friar, Capuchin order, and that's why his dad migrated here. Okay. The friar priest had the signs of Christ in his hands. They called them stigma, STI, stigmas, and I want to make sure that I give this to you because there's a lot of words in this. And he was a mystic. He was venerated as a saint in the Catholic Church, as I had told you about. He joined the Capuchins at 15 and spent most of his religious life in the convent of San Giovanni Rotondo. He was marked with the stigmas in 1918, leading to several investigators by the Holy See, which that means the Pope, for those of you that aren't Catholic. Despite the temporary sanctions imposed by the Vatican, his reputation kept increasing during his life, attracting many followers. He became the founder of Casa. It was a hospital built near the convent. And after his death, his devotion continued to spread among his believers all over the world. And people were really impressed with this. His relics are coming to Newcastle and will be on display March 9th. Now, I'm going to, if I can, bring those up for you so that you can see at Holy Spirit Parish, and I apologize for that, what actually is going to go on. And so let's take a look. It's March 9th. It is going to be at St. Mary's. A lot of folks will be coming to the area as this a really big event, and something that we should be proud of here. They will be there on March 9th from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. They will have confessions from 11 to noon, just so you know. 4 o'clock, a vigil mass. This is the fourth Sunday of Lent. And they will be honoring Padre Pio and unveiling the statue that is going to be there. A tremendous event with ties. Not only is it going on in Newcastle, but ties to Newcastle. Personal ties. As, his dad, his mom, and then Padre Pio entering that Capuchin monk order, and I'm going to kind of move this so that you could see it. And wow, just what an event. So I urge you to attend that, as it's going to be pretty special. We knew about it. I didn't want to announce it too early. But this is something that you really should see. and really take a look at. There are many stories, and I'm not going to go on and on about. You can read them. I just I think that's best, but it's something that you should definitely take a look at and definitely view. It is going to be tremendous. So, for NCTV45, I'm Angelo Parada. Make sure you have a blessed day, and make sure you check out that very, very, very special and important thing that's going to go on March 9th. Mark your calendars for it. And remember that it's going to be at St. Mary's. It's not going to be at St. Vitus. I don't want you going to the wrong place. And with all the churches combined, it's Holy Spirit Parish. So it gives everybody in Lawrence County and beyond a chance to enjoy, see, and come together on this very special event. For NCTV45, the station that's available anytime on your time, I'm Angelo Parada. You make sure you have a nice day.